I can't imagine there's many people that think Dillon Gabriel's a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. I don't care where they were drafted. And if the Browns are the one team that thinks that, then I'm going to suspect it's not true. They don't know what they're doing.
They've been on every quarterback evaluation for 30 years.
Right.
I never root against anybody.
Yeah.
But I'd be surprised if Dillon Gabriel's ever a legitimate starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. I'd be surprised. I just don't think.
Well, then it is a wasted pick because you took him in the top 100.
Yeah, but potentially may get away with it because of Shedeur.
NFL just turned into a soap opera. Shedeur Sanders is partying like it's draft day, while Dillon Gabriel gets benched so hard even his Gatorade turned its back on him. Browns coach snapped, fans are fuming, and Shedeur's out here moonwalking through the madness. What just happened? Buckle up, it's wild.
When you look at the Cleveland Browns quarterback room, and the two rookies is already there. That's Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel. They said it's a competition and looks like Dillon Gabriel is ahead of Shedeur. Let me tell you something. I don't care what a Cleveland beat writer says about Dillon Gabriel is more head of Shedeur for his head and shoulder. Man, I'm not buying that. Shedeur Sanders is a legit, big-time franchise quarterback.
Somewhere between NFL training camp and high school drama, the Cleveland Browns decided to throw gasoline on a preseason bonfire. And guess who's roasting marshmallows with sunglasses on? Yep, Shedeur Sanders. Meanwhile, poor Dillon Gabriel is watching from the penalty box, benched like he forgot his lines in a school play.
Let's just think positive, man.
Definitely think positive. I don't want to see it, because you know what comes with it. I guess the second piece, to no one's surprise, reportedly Shedeur Sanders is tearing it up at Browns camp. Looked like the best quarterback out there. They said Dillon Gabriel looks lost in the headlights, which I'm not sure who is shocked by this. Anybody that watch college football over the last how long did Dillon Gabriel play? Like 6 years, 7 years?
So out at the Browns Foundation golf outing, head coach Kevin Stefanski asked about his rookie quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, those guys are doing great. They are both wired to get in early, stay late, put in whatever work is required. They're sponges in the meeting room, which I think is really fun for me. In my vantage point, I get to sit there and watch the two young guys look over, and
in what can only be described as a soap opera written by caffeine-deprived interns, the Browns coach pulled a plot twist straight out of Days of Our Lives and slapped a big fat suspension on Dillon Gabriel during a heated training camp dust-up. No injuries, no arrests, just pure, unfiltered chaos. Apparently, all it took was one bad read, a side eye, and maybe Shedeur blinking too smugly from across the field.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. And, it's Dillon Gabriel's now with the Browns. They got Shedeur Sanders. It sounds like Pickett is the leading guy right now for that quarterback room in Cleveland. So he's not with Oregon anymore.
With Joe Flacco, looking at Kenny Pickett and looking at Dillon Gabriel, this quarterback competition is not even close. I don't care what nobody say from the inside of the building. Them teammates know. They know Shedeur Sanders is way ahead of Dillon Gabriel as performing-wise. Can you throw that football to an open receiver? That's the question. When you see a defense coming at you, can you stand up in that pocket and deliver that ball to an open receiver without flinching?
Now let's get one thing straight. Shedeur didn't just celebrate. No, he celebrated. Think touchdown dance meets Grammy red carpet meets that moment when the teacher calls in sick and you realize it's movie day. He didn't just enjoy the moment, he marinated in it. The man looked like a kid who just found out his older sibling got grounded and now he's got the Xbox to himself. And Dillon, the energy was giving picked last in dodgeball meets forgot to submit the group project. He wasn't just benched, he was publicly, spiritually demoted. You could feel it in the air, that heavy pause before awkward silence, that collective NFL head tilt like, wait, what just happened?
Whether good or bad, if I'm a Cleveland Browns fan or if I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan and or both, this is probably one of the evaluators that I would like to hear from, all right? And I'm talking about a guy that was with the Niners, Redskins, Seahawks, some of the draft picks him and John Snyder put together, which is where a guy like Scott McLaughlin, all right, would have really...
Yeah, I think you got to take this thing like in pieces, like you do a football game. You get a series, you get a quarter, you get a half, you get a game. And you got to win the series, you got to win the quarter, you got to win the half, and you got to do it again. So if we look at everything and parcel it out, he clearly was the best performer in rookie minicamp. Then you go to OTAs, which are not mandatory, but of course he was there, organized team activities. He clearly came out of OTAs with the best numbers. And now we're in the second day of mandatory minicamp, and he's clearly got the best numbers.
See, Shedeur has been the silent storm this entire preseason. Cool, calculated, coming in hot with the swag of a veteran and the efficiency of a Swiss watch. He's making completions like their coupon codes on Black Friday, precise, timely, and leaving everyone else scrambling. While the rest of the quarterback pack is out here chasing chemistry, Shedeur is practically writing Shakespeare with his receivers. Now toss Dillon Gabriel into the mix. Dillon came in fiery, like actually fiery. Hair-on-fire energy, trying to overtake the playbook in a week, hyped up like he downed 5 Red Bulls and a motivational podcast. The man was doing the absolute most. And the Browns coaching staff, they were watching it unfold like it was the final season of Game of Thrones. Nervous, confused, slightly betrayed, but unable to look away.
You're coming in here as the 3rd-round pick. Shedeur's coming in as the 5th-round pick, yet he brings a lot of the social media and the entourage and the hype and all the hoopla and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So what is your sort of mindset or approach to that whole notion of that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, life of simplicity is a life full of, focus. Life of, complexity comes with life of distractions, but for me, I'm focused, I'm simple, I know what I want to accomplish.
Then came the showdown. Not a fight, not a brawl. More like a slow-building, passive-aggressive meltdown, wrapped in coach-side glares and accidental miscommunications. And Shedeur? Oh, he didn't miss a beat. No shocked expression, no faux sympathy. Man was vibing like he just landed a sneaker deal mid-practice. Now, Browns fans? Oh, they're doing Olympic-level mental gymnastics. It's clear one thing is happening. Shedeur's stock is skyrocketing faster than Dillon's Uber ride back to team housing. The rookie who was supposed to develop quietly is now being whispered about like he's holding the infinity gauntlet of quarterback talent. And the veterans? They're side-eyeing him like he just skipped a line at a nightclub using a fake ID and got away with it.
Did one of the two look better to you in what they were asked to do than the other?
In just throwing the ball, it's not close, Shedeur Sanders.
It's not close.
But let me couch that by saying this is rookie minicamp.
Sure.
No pads, no full speed competition, nobody coming to knock your head off.
It's telling, they're side by side, and they're not asked to do much, but they're both asked to do the same thing, and that one of them looked discernibly better than the other. I didn't know that we would get that out of this minicamp.
We're standing here, Jay. They're on the field. They break the huddle from team stretch, and they go both pick up the ball.
Meanwhile, Dillon is left with the worst penalty of all. Not just a timeout, but the narrative. Once the storyline shifts to he lost control, it's harder than a Monday morning to shake. And in a league where image is everything, being the guy who got suspended over vibes isn't exactly a resume booster. And Shedeur? Well, let's just say the man is handling it like someone who already scheduled his Hall of Fame induction and asked for it to be catered. His posture during practice? Straight. Throws? Tight. Smirk? Permanently installed. He knows exactly what's happening. And while he's not out here throwing verbal shade, he is throwing 40-yard darts while humming to himself like a man who just realized the throne might be a little closer than expected.
Shedeur is 6'2", historically accurate, and I have seen him standing around normal-sized people. He's big. He's a big 6'2". Mahomes is 6'1.5". Aaron Rodgers, you never think about his size. He's 6'1", big calves, big wrists. 6'3", Matt Stafford. 6'4", Jared Goff. 6'6", Joe Flacco. Eli was 6'5". Peyton was 6'5.5" or whatever he was. Dillon Gabriel is noticeably smaller and thinner than Bo Nix. And Bo Nix is not ideal size in the NFL. He is a very, very small guy. Shedeur Sanders, he's much bigger.
Cleveland thought they were just starting camp. What they got was a quarterback controversy with the drama of a reality show, the pettiness of a group text gone wrong, and the fallout of a power move straight from the pages of How to Win a Locker Room and Influence Depth Charts. Because, let's be honest, Shedeur didn't just show up to compete. He showed up to take over. And the timing? Impeccable. With Dillon sidelined and vibes in shambles, all Shedeur has to do is keep stacking completions and pretending he didn't see the chaos unraveling right behind him.
So far in this, if you were making a football game with camp actually being the fourth quarter, we 3 quarters into the process and he has shown who he is, and that is the best quarterback that they have on the roster. And I'm including Flacco when I say that, not just the rookies he's competing against, or second-year guy, or some guy, that's in the field house cutting grass or something. This dude has proven he is who he was at Jackson State, who he was at Colorado, and who he is in the NFL.
So here we are. Shedeur's rising, Dillon's on ice, and the Browns accidentally turned a routine practice into the most binge-worthy quarterback drama of the preseason. If the next episode features a surprise trade, a burner account leak, or Shedeur being offered his own Netflix special, we won't be shocked. We'll just be watching.